Well, it's just after dawn, Monday, the 12th of June. And it looks like there's a little more breeze out there. So, once again, I'm in a slightly sour mood here because my weather window is not as good as it was looking yesterday. All right, we got 2 hours of fair current, but once we get into Nantucket Sound, there's not quite so much current. So hopefully these winds will pick up as forecast. We'll see. We're starting to pick up some breeze now. All the expensive power boats going to and from Nantucket. Well, summer came all of a sudden this year. I mean, it was, just 3 or 4 days ago, it was persistent northerly winds, cold, blustery, and now it just switched right around. Now we got typical summer weather on Nantucket Sound here. Light southerly winds, fog and haze. Occasional sunshine peeking through. We got great point of beam. You probably can't see it through the camera. And still holding on to about 6 to 8 knots of wind. So I'm having to tack out through the Round Shoal Channel. Still holding on to decent breeze. I'm noticing a lot of tide rips around the number 8 red bell, which is probably what I heard when I came in through here in the fall at night. It scared the hell out of me. And I'm wondering if that shoal has shifted south some. If anybody who's familiar with this area has any information on that, just type it down in the comments. Woo-wee, look at these tide rips. And we're just passing south of Orion Shoal. Another tide rip here. Well, ahoy everybody. It is Monday, the 12th of June, 2023. And we have finally exited the Great Round Shoal Channel. And we're just exiting the last of the shoals here and working our way out into deep water. You can see we're still going through some tide rips here. Very funny day wind-wise. You know, the forecast models are saying this was going to pick up from the southeast right around now. And it's come southeast, and then it would pick up for a little while, and then and now it's down to just kind of about 6-7 knots. So not sure what's up with that. Well, finally starting to see some ocean swells here. So we're finally coming on course for Maine, steering right now kind of a north-northeasterly direction. And in my logbook, I didn't bother to create a new series of log entries. What I meant to say is I didn't bother to create a new passage. I'm just continuing on from the previous attempt to get to Maine, and that began back on May 30th. I departed from Padenarum. And then went out and got becalmed, then got all that bad weather, and then went back to Tarplin and then Vineyard Haven. And spent 5 days in Vineyard Haven, and now finally got some decent wind to go to Maine, hopefully. And so, yeah, so this is day 12 or 13 actually of the passage. So if we make it to Maine in 2 days, then this passage is going to be over 2 weeks. Over 2 weeks to go 200 miles. Welcome to life without an engine. Yeah, we're getting a little rain here too. Yeah, maybe that's why the wind is all funky. Anyway, so I'm expecting southeast winds overnight. I'm sure I can still pick up the VHF weather. I'll give that a go, see if anything's really changed. But other than that, we're for once we got a fair wind and we got our snout pointed almost toward Maine. We have to go around Cape Cod here, and then we can come on to the course for Maine, which is north-northwest, which is about 000 on my compass. Yeah, we still got some tide rips out here. So anyway, it's a big relief to be out of that, be out of all those shoals and clear of those dangers. And it also feels good to be finally steering course for Maine. Well, this is more like it. It was easy to cook a meal out here. There's hardly any swell. I mean, the sea is very flat. And it just reminded me that even after all these miles, it still astonishes me how much the sea can change from day to day. As I said, I'm just continuing this as one long passage, and in the initial attempt, it was nothing but baffling winds and frustrating light airs and calms, and then clobbered with a northeast gale, where the sea is just ragged and menacing, and the wind is moaning, and you're trying to keep water out, trying to keep your port lights from leaking, and the sea is just totally in control of your life. I mean, you're just in response to it, just trying to keep the boat canvassed and just trying to hang on. And then you have a day like now, over just gentle rolling swells, about 10 knots of wind on the beam, moving right along. And unlike last time, I could hardly make any progress. Right now, we're doing 5 to 6 knots, pointed straight to our destination. And, you know, with just hardly lifting a finger. It's just amazing how different it is. Seems the last time I approached Maine, it was in rain and fog. Well, not too much fog. We got decent visibility, but we got rain. So it seems to be a recurring theme with Maine. So we're still hanging on to good wind here. We got about 15 knots out of the east-southeast. Not sure where this southerly swell is coming from, though. That's a little strange. So as it stands, we got a little over 20 miles to go. About 22 miles or so. Deja vu. Last year when I arrived in Maine, it was almost the same conditions. Light rain, fog, cold, and then out of the murk, the rocky coast emerges. So that's Eagle Island dead ahead. That is serious current, at least it's favorable. Yeah. Naturally, I'm going to have to tack into Potts Harbor and up to Ash Cove where I can drop anchor. But not too much longer now, so I'm feeling better about the whole thing. Well, it's 6:30 p.m. Just dropped anchor here in Ash Cove, and we're in Potts Harbor. And just across the finest kind boatyard is just kind of over on the other side of that hill there. Actually, I think it's more like over there. Anyway, foggy, rainy, dreary, but oh, happy to be anchored down. Happy to be back on the rocky coast of Maine. Time to go take a quick bath and make dinner. Consider supporting this channel by becoming a patron. As a patron, you will be able to view my videos free of ads. You will also be able to leave comments, ask questions, and message me directly. You can become a patron for as little as $5 a month.